This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Wednesday, December 18, 2019. I am Samuel Suknandan. Here's what we're tracking tonight. A midday accident at Fairfield, Maikoni has left 5 persons dead. The accident involved a Route 50 minibus and a beverage delivery truck. Persons in the area said both vehicles appeared to have been speeding when the loud impact was heard. The minibus slammed directly into the truck, and the impact resulted in some passengers being pitched from the minibus onto the roadway. A pregnant woman is among the fatalities. Residents of the area where the accident occurred rushed out to the scene but were left shocked by the sight of the lifeless bodies along the roadway. Emergency services were summoned to the scene. A number of injured persons were taken to the hospital. The Ghana Police Force has been pleading with drivers to slow it down on the country's roadways, following several fatal accidents over the past 3 months. The police last week launched a nationwide campaign to ensure drivers traverse the roadways in a more responsible manner, but the lawmen are convinced that the campaign may not be enough, and it will be up to citizens to slow it down completely. More news coming up in a moment.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back! It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion! Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
At the most critical life-changing moments, the National Insurance Scheme is here to ensure that your needs are covered. Access reimbursement for medical expenses for various aspects of your medical care. We know that eye care is of utmost importance. Receive assistance with our Spectacle Care voucher. Visiting the dentist? Dental care is also covered under our sickness benefit services. Offset the funeral expenses of a loved one with costs covered by our funeral benefits. National Insurance Scheme. We're there every step of the way.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas Promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. You get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. 1 complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, 1 sectional suite, 1 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Welcome back. Two senior Commonwealth advisors will be joining the Guyana Elections Commission GCOM in early January to observe the March 2020 general elections. Chairperson of the GCOM, retired Justice Claudette Singh, made the disclosure today during a press conference. The two advisors are former chairman of the Ghana Electoral Commission, Kwado Afari Gwan, and former Chief Elections Commissioner of India, Dr. Syed Nazim Ahmad Zaidi. Afari Gwan is a Ghanaian academic, political scientist and election administrator. He was chairman of the Electoral Commission of Ghana from 1993 to 2015. On the other hand, Zaidi served as Chief Elections Commissioner of India for 5 years between 2012 to 2017. He previously served as a diplomat and Director General of the Civil Aviation of India.
These two gentlemen will be here as from early January. Those persons would be advisors to me and to the commission as a whole. And they would also oversee the elections.
Meanwhile, Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield also disclosed that through the United States Embassy, the International Republic Institute, IRI, will be providing technical support to GCOM. The institute will be working with GCOM to develop a civic and voter education package. Both parties have met and GCOM has outlined certain conditions for the development of the item.
I am advised that their civic and voter education package should commence sometime in January.
Further, two Jamaican nationals will also form part of the IRI team that will be providing technical support to the Commission in the preparation of this document, among others. Only in October, GCOM had announced that Jean-Pierre Kingsley, who served as Canada's Chief Electoral Officer for 17 years, will be providing technical electoral aid to the chair. Kingsley will be available for consultation and is expected to join the others in January. His assistance is being funded by the Canadian High Commission and will cover the period between October to March. The Chief Elections Officer also said that GCOM has received submissions from several organizations interested in becoming election observers. This matter will be deliberated by the Commission next year. These are the American Chamber of Commerce, the Ghana Private Sector Commission, Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the Ghana Public Service Union.
I think I've been advised to indicate that all civil or civic society groups who have an interest should indicate their willingness to be local observers and submit to us in writing on or before the 31st of December that willingness.
A European Union EU team has also indicated that they are prepared to mount an observer mission here too. Meanwhile, the decision by the government to take control of the operations of the Berbice Bridge was lawful, according to Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George. The Chief Justice handed down her decision this morning in the case that was taken to the court by the Berbice Bridge Company. The company wanted the court to declare that the move was illegal, but the Chief Justice instead ruled that the government's decision was legal and in keeping with the Berbice River Bridge Act. It was back in November of 2018 that the government of Guyana announced its move to take control of the Berbice River Bridge in the interest of public safety. The government cited poor maintenance of the pontoons as one of the reasons behind its decision. The decision also came at a time when the bridge company was getting ready to increase the tolls to cross the bridge by more than 300%. During the court proceedings, the Chief Justice agreed with the submissions by government. In its submissions, the government argued that it took control of the bridge as it served as a vital link between two counties and that the new tolls were burdensome and would result in citizens using alternative means to cross the river bridge, which may result in the loss of lives. As such, in accordance with the Berbice River Bridge Act, the Chief Justice ruled that the minister is charged with setting the maximum amount of tolls that can be charged. and that the bridge company of its own cannot institute new tolls. The Chief Justice also noted that the bridge company has to consult with the minister before doing so, as this is the procedure stipulated in the Berbice River Bridge Act. She said there were no basis, therefore, upon which the court could intervene in the minister's decision. She dismissed the action filed by the Berbice Bridge Company and ordered that it pays costs to the tune of $50,000. And the chairperson of the Guyana Elections Commission, GCOM retired Justice Claudette Singh, today defended her decision to support the renewal of the contract of Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield. The GCOM chairperson deciding vote led to the renewal of Lowenfield's contract for another 3 years. Lowenfield's term was due to expire at the end of March 2020. Today, Justice Singh said that the CEO's 20-plus years of experience is unmatched, and he is no doubt, in her mind, the best suitable candidate for the position.
The Chief Elections Officer, in my opinion, is a fit and proper person for that position. It is very rare that one would find a person fit to run this institution, and a person who has worked in several areas in this election agency, and a person who has actually manned three elections.
Justice Singh said it was felt by her and the government-appointed commissioners that it wasn't proper to have someone with the institutional knowledge like Lowenfield just hanging around until elections.
I do not think it is proper to have someone just hanging, someone with this type of institutional knowledge and experience to just hang on like that until after elections. So that is why his contract was renewed.
The GCOM chair explained that if Lowenfield's contract was not renewed, he would have had to proceed on leave. But putting into consideration that elections will be held in a few months, among other factors, she decided to throw her support to ensure that he stays on for another 3 years. And in other news, the Ghana Police Force has launched another investigation into allegations of assault being leveled against some of its members. A 24-year-old Tushan man is demanding justice after he was allegedly slapped, kicked and choked by 3 policemen during an arrest. The man, Joel Patterson, explained to News Source that on Monday he was asked by his mother to babysit his 2 younger siblings at the family's Tushan home. He explained that he briefly left the house to go to a nearby shop, and while there, he and some other friends were made to subject themselves to searches by a party of policemen patrolling the area. According to Patterson, before the search started, he announced that he had a screwdriver in his possession. He said that triggered the police to tell him that he was under arrest. The man said while he was explaining that he could not leave his 2 younger sisters at home, he was slapped twice by one of the policemen. He said he punched the officer in return, and that led to the others jumping on him and stomping and beating him. Patterson said he was bundled into the police vehicle, and while being taken from the scene, one of the policemen reportedly kicked him to the face and threatened to shoot him. Once at the station, Patterson was kept in custody until Tuesday morning and was released without any charge being filed against him. His mother, Joylyn Hardy, said the entire ordeal has left her shaken, especially since her 2 young daughters were left alone at home without any supervision. She also explained to News Source that although her son bore visible injuries after the arrest, he was only taken to a hospital for medical treatment after she turned up at the station hours after and demanded that he sees a doctor. Just yesterday morning, the police commissioner was forced to call a press conference to address another probe against serving members of the force who are accused of beating and burning a young man who they claimed had broken into their home. The officers in that case are currently under close arrest. The Tourism and Hospitality Association joined forces with GBTI and Impressions Advertising today to launch the I Love Guyana 3D sign just outside the GBTI headquarters in Kingston. The sign will serve as a photo spot for visitors and locals alike, and it is believed it will aid in making Destination Guyana more well-known through the social media posts that visitors will do.
We are from Guyana, I'm sure. When we come from different parts to visit Georgetown, we will come and meet here and have a picture of this beautiful monument. It will also, to my mind, attract our visitors from all parts of the world to this destination. And as we have with us and we entertain our visitors, and they will come and be part of this iconic structure, monument, they will leave with a sense of pride too, that they too will visit Guyana and be part of our culture and heritage.
Over the past few years, Guyana has seen a steady increase in the arrival of tourists. The Tourism Department has been partnering with the Tourism Association and other groups in efforts to promote Guyana as a premier destination for international travelers and those Guyanese who live abroad. And in the courts, local beautician and social media star Lolita Lola Kylander was on Tuesday found guilty of assaulting beautician Onika Pompey. The case has been ongoing in the magistrate's court since April 2018 following a caught-on-camera attack on Pompey in the Leopold Street area. Magistrate Faith McGusty handed down the verdict yesterday but deferred sentencing to January 2020 following the provision of a probation report to the court. The magistrate said she reviewed the video recordings of the incident and it became clearer that Lola was the aggressor in the confrontation between the two women. After the verdict was handed down, Lola openly apologized, but her victim was not in the courtroom, and the magistrate went ahead with setting the date for sentencing. A few weeks ago, the victim, Onika Pompey, attempted to have the matter settled by getting the assailant to cover the medical costs and damage to her hair and other property during the attack. Lola refused the offer and said she wanted to go ahead with the trial. The two women were once friends but became business rivals and took that rivalry to social media with verbal attacks on each other. Those attacks became physical when the two found themselves in the same area back in April 2018 and Lola attacked and assaulted Pompey. Lola is as famous in the courtroom as she is on social media. She recently completed jail time in Tortola and was sent back to Guyana after she was found guilty of falsifying an HIV test. Around the Region is next.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
Only for this Christmas. Get 20% off on educational tablets. Get the B-Link HD8 with 180 plus full version educational apps for students in pre-K to 5th grade. It's perfect for homeschooling. Get creative with the Adobe Tab Pro 10.1, designed for professionals, teachers and higher education students. Whether you are an architect or artist, there is an EduTab for you. EduTab tablets were designed for Caribbean students. Order online or at Zune Online Shopping on Middle Street, Georgetown. Ask for Miss Green. Get yours today.
Special terms and conditions apply. Coupon cannot be used in conjunction with other coupons. Orders may be subject to local taxes and import duties. Discount price is promotional for online orders only and does not include local nor international shipping. Purchase limited to 2 devices per household.
They've made a positive impact on the heavy-duty transportation industry in Guyana since they've arrived. Guyanese are amazed at their power, durability, efficiency, and superior handling capabilities. These are brand new trucks, manufactured in partnership with German, Italian, and French companies. They have a powerful reputation for operating under very adverse Guyanese conditions and come with full after-sales service and spare parts. They're the most sought-after trucks today, with over 500 units in Guyana, and they're available in over 100 countries, including South America and the Caribbean. Caribbean. Be smart. Buy brand new ST Howa trucks today. Call 608-4998 and arrange for an inspection at ST Truck Guyana Incorporated, Block B, Public Road, Covenant, East Bank, Demerara.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back. It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion. Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at what's happening across the region. Regional airline Liat will have to start looking for a new chairman. The Antigua-based company announced in a statement yesterday that after 16 years in the position, Dr. Jean Holder is retiring. He informed shareholders at Liat's annual general meeting held in Antigua on Monday that he would not be available for nomination as the director of Liat's board for the next term. Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, thanked Dr. Holder on behalf of all stakeholders for his outstanding contribution in the oversight of the board of directors in some extraordinarily difficult times. He said working with the Liat chairman had enriched him and he expressed immense gratitude. And now for a look at what's happening in Latin America. At least 13 inmates were killed and 15 injured in a shootout in a prison in Panama today. Officials said they found 3 AK-47 assault rifles and 5 pistols. An investigation would be launched into how the guns got into the jail. The shooting started at 1400 hours in cell block 14. Prison officials said that the inmates are housed in blocks according to their gang affiliation. The assistant director of Panama's National Police said that the shootout was between members of the same gang who had an internal disagreement. And finally, international news. Donald Trump is expected to become only the third U.S. president to be impeached by the House of Representatives. Democratic lawmakers are preparing to approve 2 impeachment charges against the Republican president. Mr. Trump will then face a Senate trial next month, but members of his party control that chamber and are unlikely to remove him from office. The president has called the process an attempted coup and a scam. At midday Wednesday, members of the House began 6 hours of debate on the matter. They are expected to vote on both articles of impeachment afterwards. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Have a good night.